Hey everyone, it's Astro, uh, so welcome to this video where I'm just gonna kind of show you guys how I record my videos, I guess, from the very start, and I'll show you guys how I make, and I'm gonna make an actual video in this video, so I'm not just gonna show an example, because that would be a large waste of time, but anyways, so yeah, I've had quite a few comments about this now, of fans wondering how I make my videos. So here it is. Um, I actually don't use many programs at all. The only programs I use really are Firefox for most of my audio stuff, uh, Chrome for like Google Drive and whatnot. I use Audacity for audio recording. I'll put it into one of these like folders here. Um, I use this sometimes to crop logos if I need to, but usually I don't. And I use this to edit it all together. So yeah, that's basically about it. And I use this very rarely if I, excuse me, I use OBS very rarely if I need to record the visuals in a video format instead of just an image like I usually do. But yeah, so here's how you do it from the start. Today in this video we're gonna be creating the Dynamo Moscow yeah, it's Dynamo, they spell it like that. Yeah, Dynamo Moscow. We're gonna create their goal horn because that's the next one I have in the KHL series, and then I'll be creating two more off camera. But so you just start by going to YouTube. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to one of my two KHL playlists here. I've made this one as my list for teams. I marked it as old because I'm gonna delete it soon. But basically, this is just like my playlist of all the horns and songs, at least the most accurate ones I could find. And I'll go and I'll find one of these, like, because we're doing Dynamo Moscow this time. Here, I'll just close this. I'll go to this video, most accurate one I could find. Right. I don't even really need to listen to it because I've already listened to it before. Now, but here's the big part: is I need to confirm that it is accurate. And how I do that is I go and I look at live footage. So the best way to find live footage in the United States from the KHL, because a lot of the videos are blocked, is just go to the KHL official YouTube channel. Because I've spent hours trying to find this stuff, and I figured out there's actually a lot of highlights on the KHL YouTube channel that aren't blocked in the United States. So if I go and I search Dynamo Moscow, and I want to find one that's recent because they have a lot of highlights from like 7 years ago, like 6, 7 years ago. And I'll usually like turn it up a lot so I can hear better. Oh, that's really loud. Normally I don't do this with a headset on, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. But yeah. So that horn is like 15 seconds long. That's a long horn. Dang. Right, and it's the Flyers horn, so I can probably pull that from my goal horn history folder. And then it's a scooter. Let's open Audacity. And I need that open too. Okay, so let's make a new folder. I don't know what the abbreviation of this team is, so let's check, because it's probably on the scoreboard. DYN, so we'll make a folder for that. All right, let's see, they use these two. Paste, there we go. For the audio recording part, basically, this is what I do is I just like record the audio in Audacity by hitting that, and then I'll save it to like a folder and I'll bunch up all the audio together. So I'm gonna stop the recording for a second and then I'll come back when I'll come back when I'm done with the audio. Okay, so I'm back. I've done all the audio now. Basically, I just like rearrange it like this and apply reverb to like all the clips. So as you can see, I've got the horn here, this is the fog machines, and this is the song. So yeah, now that I've listened to that, you want to make it so basically with the audio, you want to make it as loud as possible without peaking. But once that's done, you want to come over and you want to go to your Google Drive, and there's a real simple, real super simple way to do this. All right, so you go and you go to like whatever folder you've made for this kind of thing. So I've made KHL folder. So I'm gonna make a new Google Slides. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait for that to load up real quick because it takes a little bit. I'm gonna close that and I'm gonna get rid of these. And then I'm gonna call it like Dynamo Moscow. And then I'm gonna use this one as a template because I'm actually doing it in the exact same style as the NLL videos with the overlays and whatnot. So I'm using this as a template. So what you're gonna want to do, you want to go and you want to search Dynamo Moscow, and you want to find. Oops, that's the football club. I want the soccer club. No, I want the hockey club. Uh, you want to go to Wikipedia for that, and probably find the arena right there. And drag that here, and you want to use this logo. Always use the one on Wikipedia, unless it's not transparent. That is VTB Arena. Oh yeah, this is the one that's super cool because they managed to put a soccer field and a hockey arena in the same building, and I want to visit this. I want to visit this complex someday because it's awesome. Actually, this is a good photo by itself. I might just use that. So you drag it into here basically. Um, let's see. I'll just put it there. So you drag it and then you make it you want to make it fit all the direction, like up, down, left, right. Now this is too big for my frame, so let's crop it. So I'm going to crop it like this so it actually fits. Perfect. And then as you can see, that fits on my kind of canvas or whatever you want to call it. Now I got to put the overlays. So I'm just going to copy them from here. Put that right there. Copy the corners one by one. Right there. And then don't copy the logo because it's not the same logo. Now what you want to do is you want to click on this. You want to click Save As, Save Image As. You want to like just save it to somewhere. I'm going to save it to the desktop. And now you're going to want to search on Google, what color code is this? And this image, not image, this website should show up right here, colors from image. You want to go to this website and you want to go upload file. And you want to select the image that you just downloaded. So I'm going to do that. Let's look at the colors that they use. For what I do, I put primary in the back, and on the sides I put secondary. So primary is blue, secondary is white. So blue goes in the back, white goes on the sides. So this blue is what we're looking for. So copy that code. You go here, you click on this, and you click on the paint bucket. You go to custom, paste that, and then you can adjust the transparency. That's a little too much for me, so let's dial it down a bit. That's a little better. And then the secondary is white, which is already preset, so let's just do that for the corners now. And now that that's done, we can go and drag this logo into here. Might be a little hard to see though. There we go. Look at how crisp that is. Perfect. Right now you want to grab this from your template, or I'm saying this like it's a tutorial, but I'm just showing you guys how I make my videos. And then I want to make it equal size. That's a little too small, and obviously sizing it to the width is way too big, right? So you want to shrink it down here, and just hold your mouse. And what I do is I like to measure with my fingers from this corner right here to halfway between these two corners. So I will drag it out to my finger now, which is here, and then I get that. And let's center it and see if it's a little too big, because it might be. Yeah, that's kind of big. So let's make some more adjustments. Let's shrink it a little more. It's really just kind of whatever you want when it comes to the sizing of these logos. That's still a little too big, so let's just shrink it a little more. And that looks about good. Yeah. So then what you do from here, now that all that's done, you can just close these and that, and then you click present. This is the important part. You want to wait for it to load up, put your mouse to the side always, wait for all the menus to go away, and then you click print screen. And that will take a screenshot. So you want to go to your MS Paint, and then hit Control V to paste, and here it is. Now you click save, and I'll save it as DYN, and I'll save it to my videos folder for simplicity. There we go. The logo's here, you can just delete that, that's from earlier. So now that we have the logo in the videos folder, it's right here. I actually don't need that anymore. We can go into Movie Maker. And I can actually close this just to speed things up. I'll go to this folder, and I'll go back to the audio file and see how long it is. All right, so it's 1 minute and 4 seconds, so that's 64 seconds. So we want to add 1 second always, so that's going to be 65 seconds of that image. So we're going to load in that image right now. Where it is? Oh, there it is. It goes 65 seconds right there. So that's 1 minute and 5 seconds. And then you click add at current point, and we're going to do, from the desktop, we do there, there, and there. And it should load in. Just give it a second. And then you click File, Save Movie for high definition display. And then I'm going to call it Dynamo Moscow 2019-20 Goal Horn. And you just save that, and then you just wait. Okay, now you want to close that, and then you want to close the window and make sure when it says you want to save changes, say no. I know that's strange, but say no to that because it's already saved it. So you go to the folder you've saved it in. Delete the image now because you don't need it anymore. And then let's close this. And then you go to create a post or video. I'll pop open this right now because we'll need that in a second. So you want to go to here, and you want to drag, just like that. And then I'm going to copy my description right there, because I don't want to type it out every time, you know. Whoopsie daisies, I clicked the wrong area. I'll do that real quick. And I'll paste this, and then this is a Russian team, so let's erase all the other text that is not Russian. There we go. And I'll have the English and the Russian here. And this is something I don't normally do for my videos, but just for KHL, I'm doing translations. So let's put in Russian. Dynamo Moscow. Here, I have my Russian keyboard, so let's just type that out. Let's go to the Wikipedia page to actually see if it's spelled differently, because it'll have the Russian spelling of it on the Wikipedia page. Right here. Dynamo Moskva, because that's how they say Moscow in Russian. So I'll just type that out real quick. I'm not really good with a Russian keyboard, obviously, because, you know, not used to it. That's the T. Moskva. There we go. There you go. Oh, wait, I didn't need to take that off. 2019-20. And then goal horn is Gol Rupor. So freaking, oh, there we go. Rupor. There we go. Perfect. Alright, now I'll just copy this. The song is by Scooter. It's J'adore, hardcore. Horn details, so horn type is going to be recording. And let's just copy that. Put that there. Perfect. And then you also want to put that here for the Russian one because it's a name. Same thing with the song. You just put it in the English text. Oops. Paste that there too. It's how you say recording. So I just copy that, paste that there. And that description is pretty much done. Heck, I didn't even have to use this. So now you go to playlists, put it in the correct playlist. No, it's not made for kids because that disables my comments. Don't restrict. Recorded today. Category is sports. Video elements, just skip that. Visibility, and then publish. Or make sure it's public, obviously. Close that because it's not really relevant. And then I've got to details and make sure it didn't screw up the spacing in my description. And looks like it didn't, so that is good. I go and view it now. And right about now is when everyone starts to come and comment, everyone that has the bell turned on, and everyone that I'd like to say thank you to as well, because you people are cool. So now I want to go to my playlist, and I'm going to arrange it by Russian spelling. Going by Russian alphabetization. All right, so Dynamo, they're all the same. Minsk and Moscow. So here's the I, here's the O. O comes after I, so, and that's the R, which is down here. Perfect. And so now that's arranged. I'll just go back to Google here. And that's about it. That's how you make one of my videos.